All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're digging into this really powerful piece by Shuriye Omar Mahmoud. And what's so cool about it is how it totally reframes escaping poverty. It's not some far-off dream, you know? It's about a decision, a series of choices you can make, like, right now. It even gives us a deadline to work with, 2026.
Okay, get this. Right out of the gate, we hit this huge, bold statement. The idea that poverty is not an eternal destiny. Think about that for a second. It's not a life sentence, it's not some curse you're stuck with, and honestly, this one idea, it's the bedrock for everything else we're about to unpack.
And that leads right into the core mental shift, doesn't it? It's a phase. When you start thinking of it like that, everything changes. I mean, a phase, by definition, has an end. It's temporary. It's something you pass through, not a label that defines who you are forever.
So, let's really dig into this first big idea, seeing poverty as a phase, not your fate.
So, the source material basically splits people into two camps, right? On one side, you have the folks who just kind of live in poverty passively, accepting it. But on the other side, you've got the people who find the courage to refuse their circumstances. That's the turning point. That moment when someone just says, nope, enough. I will not live like this anymore.
So that's the big question, right? What's the real difference between these two groups? Is it just luck, where you were born? Well, according to this piece, it's something way, way more fundamental than that.
And it boils down to these three things. The three key differences are awareness, decision, and action. First, awareness. You got to see your situation clearly, and crucially, know that it can change. Then comes the decision. You have to actively choose to get out. And finally, action. That's the hard part, right? The day in, day out work that makes that decision real.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. Because to solve a problem, you have to define it the right way. And the definition of poverty we're given here, it's so much more empowering than just, how much money is in your bank account.
And this is the real game changer. The idea is that poverty isn't just a lack of money. It's a lack of vision. Think about that. It's an internal state of being. And if the problem is internal, well, guess what? So is the solution. That puts all the power right back in your hands. So what does this poverty of vision actually look like in the real world? Well, for one, it's working without purpose. It's that hamster wheel feeling, right? The daily grind with no real goal in sight. You're just trading hours for dollars with no bigger plan for what you're actually building.
And then there's this, spending without awareness. You know the feeling. The paycheck hits and then, poof, it's gone. There's no plan, no intention behind it. It's like your financial life is just on autopilot.
And to top it off, it's living without a plan. Just drifting, day to day, week to week, with no destination. It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You can't build anything meaningful if you don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? This is where we shift gears into the how-to. We're moving from theory to a super practical roadmap for freedom, laid out step by step.
And here it is, the 4 steps to build your escape plan. Number 1, get a skill, not just a job. 2, build multiple income streams. 3, control your spending. And 4, make saving your protection. See the pattern here? It's all about building real capability, resilience, and discipline.
And let's zoom in on that first one, because it's huge. A job alone, well, that doesn't really free you from poverty. But a skill, that creates true freedom. A job pays the bills right now. It can disappear tomorrow. A skill, though, that's yours forever. It's an asset you own, something you can use to create value and income no matter what.
And this next quote just says it all, doesn't it? Complaining does not build a future. Action does. Man, that cuts right through the noise. It's so easy to get stuck just talking about how bad things are. But talk builds nothing. Your future gets built one action at a time, brick by brick.
Okay, and all of this, everything we've talked about, it leads to this. The final, and honestly, the most important part of this whole thing. The turning point. That one moment where all the ideas and theories become real. The moment you actually decide.
And this isn't just a quote, it's a declaration, a promise you make to yourself. I will not enter 2026 with the same mindset, habits, or fear. Look at what that's targeting. Not your bank account, but your mindset, your habits, your fear. The real enemies. This is about deciding to change from the inside out.
And this just sums up the whole spirit of the journey. I may not be rich today, but I will not remain poor tomorrow. It's not about some get-rich-quick fantasy. It's about progress. It's about fundamentally changing your direction. It's about drawing a line in the sand and deciding your future is not going to look like your past.
So here's the bottom line. The roadmap is right here. The mindset shift, the tools, it's all laid out for you. We even have a deadline. But that very first step, the one that unlocks everything else, that's on you. Your 2026 doesn't start on January 1st, 2026. It starts right now. So the only question left is, what is your decision?